The home of the Bills since way back in 1973. There's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we get the NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence,
there he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now Cade York for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Bills hit 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Well, right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Faking the give. Now Watson. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. If they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
Well, credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out
what on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Watson down to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Right back to Njoku. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second down, here's Chubb again. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this They end up with nothing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's complete to Cook. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Allen to throw once more. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by John Johnson. It's a foot race. 20. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 24, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. To the 43, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground, Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Half 85, half 85.
Allen going to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Allen again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, you have an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2nd down and goal. Allen, Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's brought down. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Watson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Jackson, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about him pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
One final try here for Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout.
And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Allen now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he will find Davis, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Allen, that's taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hold them in the long run. They're still going to get out here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. York able to send this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, Everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
So for the Browns, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.